And there we go. We are live. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the comic book community. My name is Chris, and this is my channel, We Love Comics, and I hope you are all having a great day. We are inching ever so closer to Christmas. Hopefully everybody is finished doing their shopping and having a fun time doing it. And speaking of shopping, I was able to get a couple of comic books that I would like to do a live unboxing for your viewing enjoyment. And I want to say hello quick to the first person that came on to the live show before I even started. I always appreciate that. Ryan Bondi, who writes first, then he says, brand new to subscribing here, so welcome to the channel. And he says, thank you for the videos on grading thus far that brought me to your channel. Always glad to help, and I am always appreciative of people that take the time to comment. So if you're just seeing this live, come on to the live show, come into the chat section, have your voices heard, because I always do the surprise subscriber shoutouts, and I will be doing a triple unboxing today. So Cue Ball is here, welcome. This is always, when I do live shows, I don't plan them, I just start them. And it's always a pleasure to see people coming in. So SW Goat, SWP Goat 99, hello, and he says hello to the comic book fans. Darwin is here, Amazing Murphinator, good to see you. We got Tracy, Unruly Simeon, Horror Breakdown, Manny the Comic Collector, so plenty of regulars. Always good to see you guys, and I hope you are enjoying your day. And I want to put on my video camera. So I got 3 boxes I want to do for you guys, so hello one and all. We have a CGC, Man Bear Pig, love that, especially if you watch South Park, you know exactly what that is, and I'm very serial about that. Intellect, there we go, 85, welcome Captain Crunch, the other day's surprise subscriber shout out, Joe Richardson, Unruly Simeon, Thomas, a lot of you guys here already. So we got 3 different boxes. I'll let you guys decide which one you want me to do first. Man Bear Pig says, put Wonder Woman back on. You know what? Asking you shall receive. I'll do that really quick for your viewing enjoyment. So let's keep it rated G, though. But I got 3 boxes. You let me know. I got some modern comics here. We're going to do all 3, but I'll let you choose the order. This is a Silver Age key book that I got a really good deal on. And then we got a CGC book. So they're already picking the numbers. I like that. Yeah, I haven't done one of those in a while. I may have to start that up again. But which one do you guys want me to do first? Do you want me to do the modern, the Silver Age, or the CGC? And we'll go that way. So I'll let you guys be a part of this more than just the spectator, so you guys can choose which one I open first, because I like the interaction. So we got one for CGC. Comic Bro says, what's up? Hello. Comic Jabroni. We got some interesting names here. Harvey's here. Welcome. Darwin. All right, so you're all over the place. Unruly says modern, silver, then schlab. All right, so you're all over the place. So we will... All right, a couple of people saying modern. All right, so we'll start with the modern. This is a book I recommended in my video about a week and a half ago. Whether this is going to end up being anything of importance, time will tell. It's always hard to figure out how a modern book is going to go, because this is like a new book. But if you get them cheap, then, you know, you're taking the least amount of risk. So that's cool. They put it in a bag. Then they put it in a cardboard with bubble tape. And, of course, they taped it. You guys know I love that, because that always speeds up the unboxing. But these are all, if I believe this to be what it is, I think there are 5 books and they're all the same, because as soon as I heard the announcement, thanks to one of my awesome subscribers, I pounced on this. So yes, it is what I thought. And of course they put the tape all the way onto the comics. That's always a good thing, I said sarcastically. Alright, and then they put it on all 4 sides. So I guess whoever did this loves tape. So I apologize it's taking longer. If you guys have not seen it, I have a video that I teach people how they can safely and securely package their comics, and you do not need 1 bit of tape. Because, you know, one of the things I don't like about tape, especially on the comics like they did here, is you could potentially, as you're trying to peel the tape, bend the comic, causing a color break and damage. And we all know that the slightest millimeter of a crease could sometimes lower comics' value hundreds of dollars. So if you ever get the chance to watch that video, it's under my playlist of comic tips and advice. Definitely check that out because it'll save you some money, it'll save you some time, and it'll definitely save aggravation. All right, so these look good. All right, so the modern book, there's 5 of them. And I got, right here, this is the Source, issue number 2. But this was the limited edition variant that was only limited to 300 copies. Now, I got the news of this from one of my subscribers. I don't remember who it is, so if you're the one that mentioned it, please let me know. The day this came out, somebody mentioned it on the comment section. That's one of the things I love about doing stuff like this and making videos, because even things that I don't know about, I'll always have one of you guys to fill me in on. So they told me about this, so the first thing I did was go on eBay. They were trying to sell these the day they came out for $70 and up. They directed me to the website, which I do not remember offhand. I apologize, but I'm sure one of my subscribers could mention it. I got these for $20 a piece. And it was $6 shipping and handling, so roughly $21 a piece. A little bit more than that. About $21.20, as a matter of fact, which includes shipping and handling. So these are limited to 300 copies. So if you get the chance to get them, get them. But when it comes to new books, you got to pounce quick. Because if you do not get them quick, you usually miss the boat. And one of the things I'll tell people, because I see this all the time, sometimes people get mad or frustrated that they miss a boat. You know what? It happens. Sometimes you're just going to miss the boat. Okay, so this, I actually do have the website because they put it here. It's actually Scout Comics and Entertainment. So if you ever type in Scout Comics, go directly to their website. You could buy it directly there. Now, hours before I bought it, I was told they were $15 a piece. So it shows how quickly, especially with modern books, how quickly they'll raise the prices. So, but considering that book was a $50 to $70 book on eBay, I was very happy that I was directed to that site, and I bought a couple of copies. And I always buy multiple copies because, you know what? That's how, if you need to sell one or be able to trade one for something else that you want, you can still have the book. So technically, I'm not getting rid of it. So if I did 4 different trades, I still have 1 left over, and now I have 4 other books, or maybe even more, of books that I wanted. So that is definitely a good thing to do if you can. Now, obviously, that's not for everybody, but I can only do what I feel is best for me, just like you can only do what works best for you. Now, there's nothing ever wrong with asking for other people's advice, but don't ever let anybody else dictate to you what you're doing is right or wrong. I mean, who is anybody else to tell you what you're doing is right or wrong? Now, obviously, they have the right to their opinion, but don't let it influence you. All right, so here is the Silver Age book, and this is a book I got a really good price on. I'm actually very surprised at this. You'll know what it is when you see it, but if you're kind of new to comics, you may not be familiar with this one. And this, of course, the lovely tape. This is one of those books that is under the radar, and because of a certain TV show no longer being shown, and I can understand why, this book could be a sleeper pick and one to get, especially if you can get a good deal, which you guys know me, I always try and get a good deal, because if I don't, I pass up on it. All right, so this has a 15-cent sticker on it. I'm going to try and see if I can remove that. But overall, this looks good. I got to change the bag and board, but this actually looks better than I thought it was. All right, so this is Fantastic Four, issue number 36. Anything right now, Fantastic Four, especially early Silver Age, I would highly recommend picking up. But this is the first appearance of Medusa and the Frightful Four. Now, whether they see the light of day in a Marvel movie, who knows? But anything Fantastic Four right now is definitely worth getting, especially if you can get a deal. Now, even in lower grades, this book is about, in really low grade, about $75 and up. Mid-grade, you're talking about $100 to $300, obviously 9.8s. And Harvey says he's got to go, so I'll look forward to your comments later on. But I'm going to try and see if I can remove that. Now, if you're going to remove tape or stickers, unless you really know what you're doing, I would not recommend it. But if you're going to do it, you have to do it so incredibly slow that it would literally take me about 20 minutes to peel that off. And if you notice any color breaks starting to come up, do not do it. So I highly recommend people don't do it unless you have the patience. I've removed tape before, and I've been able to do it without any problems. So let's take this out. All right, so this is one of the things that I was, well, not aware of. This is why you got to check the books. Look at this. Somebody did a Cookie Monster on this. So see, this is why I like doing live. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. See, this is why you got to be careful. Because look, that looks really nice. And a lot of times on eBay, they will only show the front picture. That definitely undermines the amount that I spent on it. But even with that, I'm going to check and see what the value is. So let me look this up really quick. I want to go to, I usually go for my prices, gocollect.com. Because that dramatically lowers the grade down from what looked like about a 4.0 to probably about a 1.5. So I'm going to go to gocollect.com and see if this is still worth keeping. Because sometimes, depending on the price, because I paid with shipping and handling only $42.50. I think now I know why. I want it for that price, but let's look up the value as of now. And of course, like I said, Fantastic Four is definitely hot right now, so I may be returning this depending on what the value is. All right, so let's say it's around a 2.0. All right, so its value is $30. Okay, so definitely not worth keeping. So this is one of the things that I highly recommend to people. Don't assume that the book that you buy on Amazon or eBay or even on a trade is going to look good just from the front. And that's why I see all the time when people are trying to quote-unquote grade their books, what do you see most people do? They go like this. They have the comic in the bag and board, and they go like this. Oh, okay, this looks like about a 5.0. You got to check the whole book. So this book went from what looks like about a 4.0. Everything looks fine, so even if they took a picture of the centerfold, it hides the fact that somebody decided that they wanted to play Caterpillar and ate 4 pages of the comic. So this will definitely be getting returned because even at the price I paid for it, not worth it. So you got to check your books. And you notice, like, I'm not mad. You know, life is too short to be angry over these things. Because even if I lost out, you know what? I lost $42.50 if nothing else changes. But just imagine if I waited a year before I ever took this out. Now I'm stuck. But again, I'm not going to end up, you know, killing myself over a bad book and a bad seller. It happens. Don't get too ecstatic on the wins, and don't beat yourself up for a loss. So that's a loss, but you know what? It's not a $5,000 loss, so it's okay. Life goes on, and don't take it too seriously. That's why I get, like, really shocked at the people that tend to be negative around here, that have been that way for years. It's like, life is too short to be so angry and hateful all the time. I don't understand with the limited amount of energy that we have to be able to survive in this world, because, you know, we all do expire at one point. Why not spend it with joy, things that make you happy? All right, so this is the graded book. All right, so they included a business card. That was very nice of them. They also included the price that I paid. So we'll remove that. So I paid, I'll cover his address. I don't know if you'll be able to see because it's small print. But I paid $90. There we go. And 15 cents. So you can see $10 and 15 cents shipping and handling. Very interesting price for shipping and handling. $10.15. I guess they wanted to make sure it was exact. So this is a book. It took a while for me to get this one. So this is, I'm going to fall under the case of 2 out of 3 ain't bad. This one I bought the day it came out. They had to send it to CGC to get graded, and it just came this week. So it took a couple of months, but if you know anything about CGC, that is not shocking. Okay, so they taped this shut. And also, don't forget to wait until the end to see who's today's surprise subscriber shout out. If you want one, the more you comment, the more you get my attention, the more likely I will give you that shout out if it's something you desire. Not everybody cares about that kind of stuff, but some do. And those are the people I want to do it for. All right, so here is the back of the book. They put it in an old bag. So I'll take that out. And this is the book. This is a CGC 9.8 white pages, Venom number 7. And this is the secret tongue variant version. So I bought this the day it came out. They had to send it to CGC, and I just got it now. So I'm not sure when this book came out, but it was a couple of months ago. So not a bad book. Case looks to be intact. I do love these new cases. And it doesn't seem to have any of the Newton rings. Which, by the way, somebody asked what the Newton rings are. Basically, it's a term that we've come up with where it almost looks like if you've ever seen oil or gasoline in a puddle by your car, you see that rainbow effect. For some reason, with the CGC cases, sometimes it could blot all over that you'll see that like kind of rainbow prism effect, which they say has nothing to do with the comic, which I'm sure about, but it can take away from the attractiveness of looking at the book, because, I mean, especially if you're getting something slabbed, it's because you really want to see it and protect it. So it doesn't do anything to damage the comic, it just makes it visually, it takes away from it a little bit, but basically we've nicknamed it Newton rings. Sometimes they're not always in circles, sometimes they're all sporadic. Like I showed the other day, the other video that I had with a CGC, all along the spine and all along this side as well on the edge, there was spotting of that. So, not bad. Okay, they did mark down that it is the secret variant cover. And who knows if this is going to be worth anything, but I thought it was a cool thing to get. And can't go wrong with a 9.8. So those are the 3 books. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's why they made that song. So the good thing is, even if, for example, if you bought something on eBay and the 3-month or, 30-day period goes by, you have 6 months on PayPal to get your money back. So you're always protected, provided you look at the books and know what to look for. Many people buy books, they just look at the front cover and then put it in a, in their comic box and they leave it there. So that should be all you need to see to tell you that you want to make sure that you check your books as soon as you get them. So those are the 3 comics. Let me show you who's today's surprise subscriber shout out. If you would be so kind to hit the thumbs up button before you leave, I always appreciate those that take that effort. And since you were the first today, hopefully you're still here, and he said he's a new subscriber, this shout out today is going to Ryan Bondi. So hopefully you're still here. So when this video uploads, if you did watch until the end, make sure you give him an additional shout out, show the love, because people do appreciate that, and he is here to see that. So welcome. So everybody give a little cyber high five to Ryan Bondi, who's today's surprise subscriber shout out. If you want one, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Just don't hit the person next to you, because especially if there's no one there, that's pretty weird. So those are the 3 books. Just to give a recap, we have a half-eaten Fantastic Four issue number 46. First appearance of Medusa that will be returned. I got 5 copies of The Source issue number 2, which is limited to 300. This is the variant. And last but not least, the CGC 9.8 of Venom 7, the Secret Tongue variant. So those are the 3 books. Hopefully you appreciated this video. I will see you next time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And don't forget, it's not you, it's not I, it's We Love Comics. And since James Hardy says lucky dog, I'll give him a shout out too. So double score today. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll end this way.